Hello, and here is the Cruiser Mark III Lead Tier 2 tank on the British medium line. First step on the way to the Cromwell, which is what we're really after. We're going to play today with the 15mm machine gun setup, the one you get when you buy the tank. Have a look at the pros and cons of that before we consider the options. Next one up is a 2-pounder. You have to unlock that with XP to get up to the next tank, but you don't have to buy it. 2-pounder is a good gun. I'd kind of recommend it. It's a much better killing gun, especially at range. It's also the same gun pretty much you're going to be using on the level 4 British medium tank, so it's a good way of getting your eye in for that. This option here, the pom-pom, it's a quirky setup, as you'll see in the next video, and it's a very expensive setup, 75% of the cost of the next tank, and as far as I'm concerned, not really an option at this stage of the game when you're first starting out. If you want to throw lots of money at the game, fine, have a go on everything, it's fun to try, but I'd say stick with a 2-pounder, or maybe even this machine gun all the way through. And here we are on Malinovka in the rain. This is a map you'll see a lot all the way through World of Tanks. It's one of the starter maps, you played at every tier. Good one to get to grips with early on. We've spawned here on the open side of the map. Basically a bit of a sniping match will commence on this side of the map over here. People go forward and get some spots. They may die. Sometimes you just have to be that sacrificial lamb. Or you can sit back and bide your time. There you go, 10 seconds nearly to load this gun. Its first real kind of negative for me, and the second one is that I can't shoot anyone over there because they're out of range and I have a go. See, no damage whatsoever. So why am I here on this side of the map? Not really much point with this weapon unless I'm going to charge forward and try to close for the enemy, or you could sit back and wait for them to go to you, but that's a, you know, bit of a dreary option. So we're going to go and have a little bit of a plod around the map. Using the mobility of this tank is quite nippy. We've got no armour, it's 14mm all the way around. You don't really have to worry about protecting weak spots on this tank because it hasn't actually got any strong spots. So have a quick look at the map, see what's going on. Enemy activity up on the other side of the map. We can use our speed and mobility up here to maybe close with them, actually get some damage. It's a very quick tank, made by the British when they saw this tank I've just spotted here, or just seen here myself, the BT2. It's a Christie suspension system, means you can be very, very quick. Due to the speed of us both, I get really no hits, maybe 2 or 3 hits there with auto aim in this machine gun, spraying bullets around all over the place, and now I've got that reload to endure. As long as you play that with that in mind the whole time, you can get by. We're going to find another little problem with this machine gun of ours is its penetration, or, well, lack of it. This is the west side of the Ensk map, as I'm playing it. And look, see that? No damage whatsoever. Not one penetration on this Su-76, a tier 3 tank destroyer. And this side of the map on Ensk looks a bit like this side of the map on the cliff. But here we go. We're going to try something a little bit different now. We're going to get close over here and see what we can do. We're actually going to run into another Cruiser 3 and we're going to kill him. But in killing him, we can do it. There you go. We've got enough hits out of all of those bullets. But look at the damage you've already taken in staying still long enough to do it, and we're dead. So this gun is a bit of a liability really. It can be done, you can get through the level just with this gun, save yourself the silver, but it will take you a little bit longer. Back on Ensk again in this wooded section on this side of the map. We've got another guy coming around the corner, and again, here you go. We've managed to take him out again. Lots of fire, lots of bullets, lots of damage on us. Nobody around to give us the final shot like in the last clip. We're backing away to make sure the artillery isn't going to pop us, or one of his mates hasn't got a spot on us that we don't know about. The mobility on this tank is its only real asset, really. Cut through this yard here. You know, funny times here. I chased another light tank around this little area here for a good couple of minutes before we managed to sort it out. Now we're going to cut to the central section of the Ensk map, which is a long line of railway lines with long carriages on them. Very long straight fields of fire. I'm going to get into one of these lanes and get as far down the map as I can, using it basically as cover. Got the enemy artillery over on the left, so we'll go and see what's going on over there, see if we can do some damage. We get him, we also aim him, we do get a little bit of damage, but again, we're not going to get the kill. He's ducked around the corner, teammate takes him out. Now, look at your minimap at all times is one of the fundamentals, know what's going on, but here I don't, and I crash into the end of the map. Look at that, fantastic. Doesn't matter in this situation, if you do that in many games, that usually means you're going to die. So do know where you are. So there you go. I obviously only did that just to demonstrate the importance of keeping your bearings. Going to cut across their cap circle here, set the alarm off, give some of their team something to consider. Do they come back now from where they are to defend their base? I'm going to now have to deal with the situation that has arisen because I chose not to reload. I was worried that I was going to run into somebody much sooner here, and didn't put myself through the 10 seconds of complete, inability to do any damage. And I find their artillery, and I'm one shot I think short of the kill. There you go, not to worry. If I'd had time to reload I probably would have beaten him anyway, but teammate takes him out. And there you go, machine gun lets me down again. Well, here we are now, going up through mines. We're going to go up through the central section from the southern spawn, which is a key area in any game. There's a plateau up to the right just around this corner, which is vital, especially in the encounter matches. T1 Cunningham here gets a full clip of ammo, well not a full clip, but a lot, clouds of bullets flying at him. We get the kill. I know his mate's popped around there. I'm backing right off. I've got no ammo left. I'm not going to reload just in case. Sure enough, he comes around. He gives me a good hit. That's a T2 light, I believe, an American light tank. Now I've got to go away. No ammo for a good while yet. Going to check over on this side because that flank can put fire in on you too. These are things you'll learn playing the maps. There's nothing like map experience to really improve your game. So at these low tiers, don't worry about your performance too much. Just keep your bearings. Try to learn your way around. And I'm going to cut around here. Another good situation for the machine gun. A guy who's crashed into a brick, crashed into the rocks there. Not much damage left, so I get another kill. Off we go round the corner. Now this plateau, as I say, this is the central area. Once we get up here, on any normal game, especially a 15-a-side game, much more things to find. You're going to be all over people here. Now, to get down this cliff safely, you do it sideways. That applies to all tanks, big and small. The more sideways you are, the less likely you are to take damage. That's how you get down a cliff. Back to Malinovka, only things are different. We now have the 2-pounder on the gun. Let's see what difference that makes. You may notice as well, I've also got binoculars and camo netting. Absolute overkill for a tier 2 tank. Don't even think about bothering until you can come back to these levels through a bit of kind of R&R. Put binoculars and camo netting on these low tier games, especially on the province map, and you will just boss it basically. Right, the 6-pounder. I can hit people over there. Now how good is that? Quite an advantage over that machine gun. I'm not actually hitting this guy, unfortunately. His little turretlet is exposed as a tiny part of my aiming circle, even though it does go in very tight, if a little bit slowly. And basically when you change gun on a tank, or when you change tanks that you play, it will take you a little while to get your eye in with the new gun. It's all to do really with the speed of the shell. See, I'm trying to get a lead on this guy and I'm failing completely to actually get around on him. He's dead by the time I might have managed to do it. But it doesn't take long to get your eye in, as hopefully I'll demonstrate shortly. And playing with the same tank for a few games I think is much better than flicking between tanks, even when you're doing those double XP games when you first get on. Don't just flick from tank to tank. You'll do much better once you've warmed up. Now see, I've got my eye in a bit now. I actually get some hits right over there and get a kill finally on Malinovka. And there you go, look, now they're all coming at me. Now this game goes a little bit quiet now. There's nobody really storming across the middle. A bit of activity over on that flank, but so now what are we gonna do now? We're gonna stay here in this bush. It's a great place. I can cover a vast area of the map from here. Certainly if anyone tries to flank us, I'll know about it. On the right, the left, we got people down there to worry about. Now I'm going to shoot at these bushes, because if I was over there, I'd probably be in one of these bushes by this rock. I'm not getting the damage markers, so I'm not hitting anybody obviously, and nobody's shooting back, which is the risk of doing this. And also once you start shooting, you're much easier to detect, but I'm getting away with that thanks to my camo netting, making a bit of a difference. But there, I get bumped by a teammate, and then that is movement. I lose my normal camo, I lose the camo net, I lose binoculars, I'm spotted, and I start taking damage. And that's how important it is, if you're going to stay still, to stay still and try not to bump your teammates, because it ain't good. This is like the Central Park area on Himmelsdorf. Don't get there in time for that shot, but again, the 2-pounder. Got this medium Mark II over here. I'm actually going to be able to take this guy out through a window. Well, in fact, through 2 windows. I'm shooting out of a window, through a window, across a park, and I'm actually managing to do the job thanks to the 2-pounder. Gonna have a little wiggle about here. Didn't realise that guy was coming up behind me. I wish sometimes you could actually zoom your view out a bit further so you're aware it was behind you. There you go, medium 2 comes back into the window. I don't even know if he knows I'm there. I've got the camo netting on as well. Actually, I'd had it on. Now I come face to face once I've got across that park to this Cunningham. I miss him twice, and then I get him. And that is another disadvantage with this gun, or the main disadvantage. When you're moving, or until you get that aiming circle in, your shots are going all over the place. You're probably better in that situation to use auto aim, in all honesty. And just for your benefit, I'm going to demonstrate this beautifully now. Got a tier 2 T1 Russian anti-tank gun. I'm missing him. Look how many of his silhouette you could fit in that circle. That's ridiculous. I get 1 hit on him, by which time it's too late and I'm gone. So there's something to look out for. As I say, auto aim I think would have been a better option. Cruiser 4, we'll be seeing him in the next video. He's basically the same tank with a bit more armour. Not much more to say about him than that, and we'll try some different weapons on that one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe as it says on the screen if you want to see some more of this. Hope you've enjoyed what we've done for you, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.